Hello everyone, this is Shadowstorm64 and today I will be addressing what I believe to be the false hype for the new Broly movie coming out. In my opinion, this movie is overhyped and overrated. The expectations that Dragon Ball Tards have for this movie or for any Dragon Ball Super movie sets them up for disappointment every single time. Broly was always a shit character. From day one, he was nothing more than a bland, one-dimensional rage monster with no character other than screaming Kakarot over and over again. As well as the fact he had one of the dumbest backstories of all time. He had 3 whole movies already that progressively got more and more ass. But for some reason, Dragon Ball Tards think that since Toriyama had a hand in Broly's character this time around, he will be a god tier character now. How soon they forget that Toriyama is the same guy who came up with Jiren the Grey, one of the most boring piece of shit characters I've ever seen. People forget that Toriyama is a very simplistic writer. He is not good at writing deep, complex, fleshed out characters. Even the designs for many of his characters are usually simple and similar to one another. Characters like Frieza still have no official real backstory, and characters like Goku have no character development whatsoever, other than new hair dyes. Toriyama didn't even intend for Broly to be in this movie. It was suggested to him, and even then he had to rewatch the whole movie just to understand and recall Broly's character. That's not a good sign when you can't even remember a character from your own franchise. Also, how has no one mentioned or noticed that Broly is the only character in all 3 trailers not to have any lines of dialogue other than screaming? Oh boy, I wonder what that implies. Even if he has more lines than before, you're a fool if you believe this mess of a movie will flesh him out. Also, this movie ruined Bardock for me as a character, or should I say Dragon Ball Minus did, the manga that this movie will be taking scenes from. In the old canon, Bardock was a badass rebel who went out in a blaze of glory. But now, they basically made him Jor-El from Superman. Except this one's a bootleg, shittier version. As not just the movie itself, but many other YouTubers who will not be named, but you should know who they are milking this movie for views and revenue instead of telling the truth or giving their honest opinion. And the truth is, this movie will suck, just like the last 2 did. The 3rd Dragon Ball Super Broly trailer that came out is about 1 minute long. But you can see people making 10, 20, and almost 30-minute long reactions and so-called discussion videos on a trailer with nothing much to really elaborate on. People are hyping over Vegeta having Super Saiyan God, but we all knew he had that form since that's the only way he could have had God Ki. And it makes no sense how you could get hype at a character showing a has-been obsolete form. Vegeta has 2 whole transformations that are stronger than Super Saiyan God. At this point, if Vegeta turns Super Saiyan 3 after all these years, these fanboys would lose their mind. I bet if Vegeta went full Super Saiyan, it'd be the hype of the year for them. This movie is so predictable, and even if it isn't, it will still be hot garbage and pure and utter trash and ass. I wouldn't be surprised if the Tracer himself and his trash and copied and pasted Broly movie animation predicted the whole damn movie. I haven't seen the spoilers for the movie, but if I do see them later, I'm taking it with a grain of salt until I see the movie. Remember how people spoiled the Resurrection of Frieza movie saying Vegeta would kill Frieza only to find out it was a lie by a troll? Frieza will try to find Broly, try to use him on Goku and Vegeta, but eventually Broly will lose control as always. Vegeta will get wrecked as always, since he's always the main villain's punching back to make Goku look strong. Then Goku and Vegeta will either fuse if the rumors are true, but the fusion will either run out at the last second, or it might have actually have gotten the job done this time around if the writers aren't on weed. Or the sad alternative is where Goku is left to Broly alone, and then Goku will get Ultra Instinct out of nowhere and beat Broly, and he'll probably live somehow for Toei to milk him later. The movie will end, and then when Dragon Ball Super comes back as Dragon Ball Ultra, you'll have to watch the same damn story over again, but with shittier animation and more hair colors. Remember when people thought Yamoshi was going to be the main villain of this movie? Did you forget about him? Of course you did. Your fanboy ass fan fictions for Broly will not come true in this movie. Just admit and accept that this movie is just milking that money and that it is trash. I, for one, cannot wait for this movie to come out, because I cannot wait to rip this trashy bullshit ass pathetic excuse disgrace apart with a precision the likes of which has never been seen. I will wipe the movie shit riding off the face of the planet. I don't care about my image. If I wanted viral views, I take part in the echo chamber that is the DBS community. That is my opinion. Is it premature? Absolutely. The movie hasn't even come out yet. But the thing is, the movie hasn't even come out yet, but there's people hyping it up like it's going to be the best movie ever. So it goes both ways. But even if the movie didn't come out yet, I'm betting that the movie will give me all the evidence I need to back up my statements. Call me edgy, call me a hater, call me stupid, dumb, biased, or whatever you want. But quoting Darth Vader, search your feelings. You know it to be true. This is Shadowstorm 64. And I need to rest after this rant.